Bro, the video started. I'm gonna put you down. Say hi real quick though. Oh, you're so cute. Yes, you are.
Hello guys. We're gonna be talking about being present in your presence and awareness and consciousness. All that good shit today. Okay, so I'm gonna start off at the very end of the video in case you're one of the guys that doesn't have the time. No judgment here. You know, if you can only watch a minute of a video, might as well make it worth it. Right? Alright. Your mind is a garden. Your subconscious creates your reality. All of your thoughts, all of your beliefs, all of your actions and your words go into this garden, your subconscious. Okay, so we want to be conscious of what we are putting into our subconscious because that subconscious is going to dictate the reality that we experience. All right, now if we want to experience an amazing life of joy, happiness, abundance, if we want all that good shit, listen up to this next part. The seeds planted will grow given proper soil. The soil is your belief system. All right? Then you need water. That is your vibration. And sunlight, joyous expansion. Now, to explain all three of those and how that works, let's start with water first, the vibration that you have. So if you have a great belief system in place, you believe that you are, let's say, an architect. You're a brilliant architect. You create these amazing buildings. Everyone wants your work. But you don't have the vibration that attracts the clients that will actually pay for you to create the plans, to create the amazing architecture. You can have all this stuff in your mind. You can have the belief system that you're like the Leonardo da Vinci of whatever your craft is. But if you have a negative vibration, guys, meaning the low states of being, maybe we're watching too much of the news. Huh? Maybe we're paying too much attention to all the bullshit outside of us and we're not present in our presence in the moment where we can find internal happiness, right? If we're down here, if we're in fear, we're in anxiety, we're doubt, maybe a little bit of anger, a little bit of greed, a little bit of wrath, we're not going to be in the proper vibrational state to water this garden, so the seeds that we have planted, those seeds of all the buildings that we can build, can actually come to fruition. All right? So that is the explanation of water. Soil is pretty self-explanatory, guys. If you want to experience the best reality possible, your belief system needs to change. You have to rewire the subconscious to support the reality that you want. And you get... These are going to get annoying. You get to choose, okay? You absolutely get to choose. Whatever you want, whatever your perfect reality is, you need to identity shift, which is part of the belief system, because your beliefs just dictate who you are, what you experience in your life, okay? So let's start changing our thoughts to be more positive, which we're going to get into, all right? But let's change those beliefs to reaffirm the things that we want to experience in our life. And then we live in the present moment at a higher vibration to water the soil. Now, the last step, all right, this is one that I've struggled with a lot, is sunlight. Holy fuck, dude. Oh my God. I have such a wonderful time reprogramming my subconscious brain. Right? I have synchronicities popping up. I have angel numbers all the time. I see changes. I have abundance. I have a great mindset. You know, I'm happy. But sometimes I block my own blessings because sunlight to me is joyous expansion. It is the ability to consciously put yourself in a position in which you're actually able to receive the manifestations that you are working towards. If you have beliefs that you can be something amazing, well, you have to put yourself out there in order to receive it to a degree. If you believe you're the best artist in the world, all right, you could be incredibly happy all the time. You can have the belief system set up where you're like, Yeah, dude, I'm an amazing artist. Like, oh my God. But if you don't put your art online, if you don't put it out there, then the joyous expansion is not available. Because once you put it out there, once you're in that high state of vibration, you have the belief system that you are a great artist. Guess what happens? You attract the people that see you as the best artist. That's how this works, but it's joyous expansion. You need the sunlight in order to expand. All right? Now, why I said I've struggled with that is because I'm hyper introverted. Okay? I can go weeks, months, years. I haven't gone years. But like if everyone just disappeared and it was like the Last of Us situation going on, I wouldn't have a fucking issue with it, to be honest. I mean, I'm pretty good just living in my own world, my internal world. I've always loved that aspect of life. And it's made me happy. It's made me happy. It's great for my belief system. I get to do the things I enjoy, but sometimes, because I like to gain a lot of knowledge and wisdom, the ultimate purpose of my life is to share it with other people. And through the sharing, that unlocks a lot of the abundance. It unlocks a lot of the extra joy that I've been scared of for a large portion of my life because of my introversion. It's an integration issue with me, and I'm getting better at integrating it in to share myself more. And it's cool that I get to do this online because, well, there's no one else in this fucking room except for my dog. All right, so it's like I'm introverted, but I also get to, go online, answer comments, questions, concerns, whatever it is. And it's beautiful. But that is the mind that we need to start paying attention to. Now, back to the part 1 of present presence. Are we aware of our actions, or are we ruled by them? Now, I just put actions because I'm lazy and I'm not going to write out all the words. Actions, beliefs, words, thoughts, anything that consciously goes on up here and that we say into the universe, or without saying it with words, we consciously agree. Are we dictated by that, or are we controlling it? Are we actually aware of what we're doing throughout the day? I know I've struggled heavily with this when it comes to addictions in the past. Because the addiction just comes in, they're like, oh, no, this is what you should be doing right now. You know you want this. Come on, just go buy another one. You can't go without the nicotine. And I would, it would wear me down. It would rubble me. It was like getting hit by trebuchets. Non-stop, right to the dome. And then finally I was like, you know what? I'm going to break. The castle has been sieged. And I would go buy some more and give in. I would give in. So, are we aware of our thoughts and how they serve us, or are we ruled by them? And the more important takeaway is vibrational awareness. When you have a thought, how does that thought make you feel? And also, going back to the garden, does that thought support, does it reaffirm the beliefs that we have that are in alignment with our highest purpose? Okay? We need to firstly figure out what we're here for, which that's everyone's is different. It's completely subjective. It's up to you. There's no such thing as good or bad. It's all just part of the path and joyous expansion. But what beliefs go into that highest version of ourselves, and is the actions, the thoughts, the words that we're saying or we're thinking support that? How does it make us feel? And let's pay attention to the vibration that we feel when we have those thoughts. Actions, words, beliefs. All right? I'm just going to use thoughts from now on instead of saying it all over again every time. That is way too much work, and I am kind of lazy. Ah, Jesus. All right. Part 2. The walking meditation. Now, I've talked about meditation before, and typically the only meditation... I might have talked about the walking meditation. What this is as you're going through your day, I understand that we get into a beta brainwave for the most part. And that's like the highly anxious, you get a lot done in that brainwave. You can respond to a lot of emails. But you kind of turn yourself over into that robotic self where you do a lot of things business usual. You do things the same way we've always done them. You kind of shut down the alpha brain waves that can expand the mindset, that joyous expansion of new intuitive thoughts on how to change throughout your day. Are we being conscious throughout the day? Are we being aware? Are we being present of our presence in whatever situation we're in, or are we just being controlled by it? Is our life being dictated by other people, other situations, maybe our job? Are we just going in, clocking in and clocking out at the end of the day, or are we going in to conquer? Are we going in with a purpose? Are we aware? So, all walking meditation is you're not walking around with a blindfold on, oming all the time with your hands in some weird position. No. We're not doing that. We're just focusing and being conscious at all times. That is all I ask for you guys, okay? I love you so much. Look into my eyes. This will change your life. Be conscious every single second if possible. All right? Be conscious throughout the day. Be aware of the thoughts that you have, the words that you speak. Maybe you're a gossiper. How does that actually make you feel? Do you feel better? Or is it just because of lack? Is it envy? Is it one of the lower vibrations? And you're just addicted to lower vibrations? Walking meditation is about becoming aware of how you feel every time you have a thought come into your head. And we are going to start reaffirming the thoughts that make us feel good so that we can water the seeds that are in our garden of the manifestations that we would like to experience, the dream life that we would like to experience, because we are meant to have a good life. We are meant for abundance. You are valid. You are beautiful. You are all these amazing things already. We've just been programmed to think that we suck. All right? That's how the world is programmed. It's how the elites want it. I don't fuck with the elites. And they don't fuck with me. Okay? So, let's start being consciously aware throughout the day. Okay? And that goes into part 3. I should have said part 3 before I gave the quote for part 4. I am the gardener. I am the gardener. I want you guys to be so conscious, so aware, so present that you have no issue saying that. Say, I am the gardener with me. I am the gardener. I pull the weeds. I water the seeds that I wish to grow into the crops that will bear the most fruit in my life. There are weeds in gardens and there are fruits or whatever the fuck you want in your garden. Okay, whatever makes you the happiest. For me, it would probably be like blackberry bushes. That would be pretty chill. You know, I like blackberries. And maybe some peaches. I like peaches too. And corn. I fuck with corn. But you are the gardener. You need to be conscious of it. What thoughts, what seeds, what beliefs are we putting in the soil? How are we walking through the day? Walking meditation. That's the water. And then as you walk through the day with better beliefs that are reaffirmed to support your highest purpose, your highest goal for being here, your highest level of happiness, your joyous life, you will receive more sunlight, more joyous expansion. You will be amazed. You know, I had Rock, he commented on a recent video and he was saying, man, I've been seeing crazy synchronicities. Synchronicities is the sunlight. This is what we're talking about here with synchronicities. It's these mystical fucking events and experiences that just pop into your reality where you're like, how the fuck did that happen? How did that happen? And it's amazing. It expands the way you think. It expands the way that you consciously experience your life moving forward. Because now you're like, whoa. I've been living my life wrong. You know, there have been things that I've been controlled by, I've been conditioned by, I've been put in boxes by, I've been chained, I've been subjugated by. And now that I'm starting to change my beliefs, I'm starting to believe that I am beautiful, I am abundant, I am joyous. That is the reality that is now spitting itself out to me. And all these miraculous synchronicities are just showing up. All these new people I would have never thought that I'd have experiences with are just showing up. And it's beautiful, right? But that's the joyous expansion. So guys, I love you to death. Let's start being the gardeners of our subconscious minds. It controls our reality. So clean up those beliefs and realize that you are not defiled by what goes in your mouth, but what comes out of it. And that works positively and negatively.